Good morning from the ridge.
Good morning.
Yeah. And
It's getting there anyways.
it's like one of those calm mornings though. I'm half expecting a fault line earthquake or something because the birds aren't chirping, the cicadas aren't going.
I tell you what,
The wind's not blowing.
Cicadas are big in relation to, like, you think of flies or, flying insects, right? But for such a little creature, they are noisy.
Loud. Yes. But anyway, guys, we wanted to come on here and talk to you guys.
That's what we do here?
Yeah, this is our talkie channel.
Oh, I'm new here.
Yeah.
Welcome all you newbies.
Yeah. Because as you know, we've really struggled with the second channel as far as making sure we get the content out, right? And trying to find that niche of where we wanted this channel to go.
Boy, squirrel side moment. I really need to straighten out the roof on the tractor. Somebody keeps running it into trees.
This is it, guys. My daily
My bad.
struggle.
It's just sitting there.
It is just sitting there.
Yeah, as you were saying, sorry, my squirrel moment.
Oh, that's
invaded.
okay, baby. Cheers.
We're getting there.
It's coffee chat, so you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? Well, we've heard the fits anyway. Y'all have heard us talk about doing the loop.
Yep.
The Great American Loop. And we've done a lot of conversing, not just over the last several years in our brains getting that process going, but also looking at our lives and where we're going, what our long-term goals are, what could they be, what do we want to do. And we just feel that the time is coming, and the time is coming soon. Guys, we went ahead and took a big step towards our goal of doing the American Loop. One of the things that we talked about in delaying those dreams was that the biggest expenses to the loop are fuel and food. And I've always said that as soon as I had a freeze dryer, I was going to start pumping out the meals, putting back meals for the loop, so we could cut down that expense, right? And it's happening. We're getting the harvest right. If you don't know, we are buying Ryan and Jess over at Old Way On. We're buying their large harvest right unit. We got one more payment to make, and then that is coming to the ridge.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Well, we got to make room for it too. So.
Yeah, we're working on that too. We're working every day. That's the thing, guys. We've been working so hard on the summer kitchen, and we love this hard work, but it's also made us stop and kind of like relook at things. And having the harvest right and being able to combine that content, because as we've talked before, the cooking and the gardening and food preservation doesn't really do well on the main channel. It's part of homesteading. I don't get it.
Yeah.
YouTube does its thing. We've talked a lot about rebranding this channel. And I think we made the decision that we're going to.
Yeah. I mean, with
He's
that...
barely awake.
I mean, the unfortunate part, right, and I know a lot of you've probably heard other YouTubers talking about it, but, YouTube is a business, and trying to look at it that way, like, it was never our intention when we started YouTube for it to be a business. And so that's a mindset change that we had to make in our actions, and paying attention, because at first it was like, whatever, YouTube algorithm, can't even spell it, like, why worry about, what it's going to do? Like, it's our channel. We want to put out what we want to put out. But in a repayment of our time, and mostly my bride's time, of sitting behind a computer screen for hours on end to create the video content, right? Like, recording
to justify
it,
the time.
Yeah, recording it is one thing, but then putting it together to where it's a watchable video and something that we'll be proud of to show our grandkids, later in life. Yeah. So it did have to flip a little bit to a business mindset, and that's why we haven't put, even on this channel, it was like, well, we only sit and talk on this channel. Lately, we've kind of done a little bit more walking around or whatnot, but this is just a vlog channel. So to even put out cooking videos, and a lot of you are still like, hey, we don't care. Put out what you want to put out. We're going to watch it.
And we love you for it, and we
Oh,
appreciate you.
we greatly appreciate you. And that's kind of what's going to happen with this channel is there's going to be, because, so we'll put this out there. This isn't happening overnight, guys.
No.
It's been a dream and a discussion of ours for multiple years now. And it's going to continue to be for probably...
Bless you, babies.
You know, for at least another year of prep work, if not a year and a half, something like that, right? Because we've got to look at location of where we want to start from. Clearly, we can't just leave out our back door and jump on a boat and head on the loop because, well, we're not connected to it. So we have to choose a location, and there's some things that play into fact on that. We possibly have a really solid line on a boat already. And I think the plan, right? Keep in mind, guys.
It's not.
Game plans, not set plans.
Yeah.
Our plan is to probably go do an in-depth look and check this boat out in September when we go up north. And because that really drives whether that boat is going to be the one that we choose is going to drive how we do this and what that looks like. Because this one is a trailerable one, albeit still large. We got some research to do on whether I can tow it down the freeway or not.
The beam is 10.3.
This is going to be a hodgepodge, and honestly, we're not looking at a YouTube algorithm on it, which will be good for a lot of you guys because, like she said, we're getting the harvest right. And the whole thing that you'll see a lot of for us is going to be some food prep.
But also boat shopping.
Yeah.
We'll take you guys along with us on that. And going back to elaborating a little bit more on what he was talking about with it being a business. Do I look at it as a business? Not really, but yes. So repayment for the time and effort involved in doing that. You know, yes, because there's been many times when I'd be like, babe, if I just picked up a weekend shift here and there, I would make more money as a nurse than I would in the whole entire month of YouTube. And he's just like, no, that doesn't fall in line with our dreams. So the way I look at YouTube in the business aspect is not that it provides us a huge income, because guys, it doesn't. But what it does provide is a little bit of supplement for our dreams.
Yeah.
And for us to achieve our dreams and stay semi-retired. Although I'm working harder now than I did when I...
Well, I mean, in the realm of it, I mean, you say semi-retired. I mean, truthfully, we're fully retired. It's just that we're working for ourselves. And I guess if you count the fact that, okay, we do get paid from YouTube to, you know, put videos out and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's not our main focus. No. We've kind of talked about that a little bit before. And if you're new here, you know, we'll say it again, is the fact that YouTube isn't our primary source of income, guys. And that gives us some fluctuation to do things like this.
We're very grateful and we're blessed, and we realize that we're in a position that not everybody is in, but it didn't come easy and it didn't come overnight. It came with our entire lives making smart decisions with money and putting in the time in the military. And, you know, people see it and they're like, oh, no, we're not lucky. Are we blessed? Absolutely. Are we lucky? No. It took hard work to get this far, and we want to live our dreams. It's funny you mentioned that because it's popped up quite a bit lately, like going through Facebook, right? And there's a meme out there, and it was like a military guy retiring early, you know, like I did, and everyone looking at you going, oh, well, that must be nice. You don't have to work. And I'm like, you're right. It is nice. But guess what? That same recruiting office that I went into and signed up was open the day that you wanted to go and didn't. So not throwing any shade at anybody on it, and I know that all of you are huge veteran supporters, and I appreciate it. My fellow brothers and sisters that have served appreciate it. But yeah, it has, and we actually talked about that the other day in our, you know, just sitting, relaxing, taking all of our what we've done in, and it's like, you know, this is because of my time in service, it has afforded us a lifestyle that most people have to wait until
they're at actual retirement age
I mean, what do they have left?
to do,
Yeah.
you know? And then it's like, man, I really wanted to go do that parasailing, but, you know, my 2 replacement hips aren't going to let me, and stuff like that.
Well, make no mistake, though, I want to clarify one thing. What he receives, because he was an early retiree. If we chose to live in America's dream of what society tells you the way you have to live,
What a gross dream.
it would not be enough to live the way Pinterest and Instagram tells you that you have to live, right? We choose a lifestyle where we create, build, and grow, raise, and we do all of those things so that what he gets does cover what we need.
Right.
So make no mistake, if you compared it to America's society's way of living, it would not be enough. So there are concessions to that, guys. You're not going to buy a mansion and go out to eat every single night expecting it to last. It just won't. But what it does allow us with all of our decisions, living the way that we do, homesteading, it does allow us to do these dreams. And that biggest dream is the Great American Loop.
Yep.
And so getting to some of these changes, I actually have them written down. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, you were gone real long.
I know. I was prepared. We are rebranding this channel. Do you guys want to know the name? Because it's really cool. Because first, let me tell you what we plan to do in the grand scheme of things. Because y'all know us. We're just Tara and Jason from White Rock Homestead, right? We're hillbillies. We are not bougie. We buy you stuff. We thrift everything, right? We're taking that same concept.
I mean,
He's more bougie than me.
yeah, I'd say we're bougie on a budget. We're budget bougie.
Budget bougie?
There we go.
Yeah. And a lot of people think that doing the loop is outside of their financial ability to do so, right? Because you see, if you even look up the loop, you'll see $300,000 boats. You'll see humongous trawlers. And they're eating out every night, and their expenses for the loop are crazy. But then you also see the one, like the guy that just finished, he broke a world record for the loop in a John boat.
At like, what, 71?
A cancer
73,
survivor.
something? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a phenomenal story. And everyone, the loop isn't just for those $300,000 boats, right? People do it in shanties. People do it in canoes, kayaks, jet skis, whatever. But we want to take what we normally do. It's just Tara and Jason, right? Thrifting our way through life. And we plan to take that concept with us on the loop. You know me, I'm going to want to do it as inexpensively as possible. I will find a way to bring all of our homesteading skills. Charlie's chasing flies.
Yeah.
All of our homesteading skills, everything we've learned, self-sufficiency, food prepping.
Well, and for
All
us,
on the loop.
that's a big part of, I guess if you want to call it that challenge, of whatever task you're putting yourself ahead of. I mean, the easy answer, right, is always just throw money at it, throw money at it, throw money at it. Well, that's for people that have just stupid
That
money
luxury
that they can
to do.
Yeah. I guess it's one of those, like, through our conversations, right? When you want to talk about money, finances, and lifestyle, yes, the easy way is to say, oh, well, fine, I'll just go down and I'll get it on payments, right? That's how they get you. I'm just going to get everything on payments. And we put ourselves in a situation which has its ups and downs, don't get me wrong, but to be debt-free and to do this adventure debt-free is what our intention is. Like I said, this boat that we want to go look at,
It's going to be a cash purchase.
Yeah.
There's no financing.
And if that one works, I mean, now we've talked briefly a little bit about if we needed to go with maybe a larger boat than that one or a different boat than that one, because the price of boats, I mean, it's just like everything else, guys. It has gone crazy. And, fuel at marinas is more expensive than you think. It's bad going to the gas station in your car or your truck.
Try the marinas.
Go to a
It's
marina and
crazy.
get fuel. is crazy. So there might be, we've kind of talked about it. The idea is to not finance a boat, but that's typically how a lot of people are doing it with these larger yachts is you've got to finance it. I mean, nobody's got $300,000. Well, we don't anyways. Oh gosh, there goes
there's
the camera.
Miss Maya.
All right.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Okay, go potty. Go potty.
So yeah, but I guess going back to that is that's part of our adventure. That's part of the whole experience for us is how inexpensive can we do this?
Yeah.
And it does take a little more work.
But safely.
Yeah.
And the boat that we're actually going to be going and looking at is, if for all intents and purposes, when you're talking about doing the loop, a very small boat, right? Because the loop takes about a year. And that's constantly moving day to day to day to day.
Yeah.
We don't want to constantly move day to day to day to day. We want to experience the loop, experience the ports, experience everything along it. We want to actually truly be present for it. So it may take us longer. The one good thing about the loop is you can actually do it. Did you go potty?
Calm down.
She got let out of doggy jail.
Ridiculous thing ever.
See all that hair flying? Goodness. Hold on. I'll cut this and
right.
let her do her thing.
All right.
Okay. Now that she got all of her good lovin's, we can return back to this. What were we talking about? Anyway, I don't even know where we were. Anyway, so there's going to be some soft rollouts with this channel. And I was going to tell you guys the new name, right?
Yeah. We got distracted.
We did get distracted. So, yeah. We are going to be rebranding this channel Hillbilly Loopers. Yeah. We're going to be the Hillbilly Loopers and it always takes me back to like when we were snowbirding and we didn't even have $6,000 into our fifth wheel and F350, right? We were the hillbillies when we went to Corpus Christi and pulled into the military campground. And we were like the hillbillies in the campground, right? Everyone's in these $300,000 bus rigs and, you know, ridiculous. And here we were in our $6,000 combined.
Well, it was situation. 7. It was 7.
Oh, 35 and 35. Yeah. Sorry, 7,000. And
but that's that's what we talk about all the time of why we do it is we're at in that setup right there, right? We were $7,000 into a vehicle, a truck and a fifth wheel travel trailer or camper. And we're in the same place as somebody that spent $200,000, or $300,000 on their setup.
Enjoying the same scenery.
We're in the same spot. We're paying the same price. We're doing the same thing.
We're having bonfires together.
Yeah.
We're sitting around fire drinking cocktails and beer.
Yeah.
We're experiencing the same thing you're experiencing. We're just doing it way cheaper. And to us, it's almost a challenge. So Hillbilly Loopers just seem to fit. And we've been working on a new logo, and it's actually going to include different elements of the White Rock logo. Really excited about that. Of course, we're going to be talking about, I just got my notes, why we're doing the loop. The goals with the freeze dryer is, say it takes a year to do the loop. That's 365 days. Do the math on how many meals I need to have freeze dried, right? So we're going to be doing countdown of the meals that I freeze dry. I'll be able to harvest and freeze dry more food that weighs less because everyone knows it's the same thing as a camper. The heavier the weight, the more fuel it's going to take.
Right.
And so keeping things light. I will have boxes filled with freeze-dried food and meals, already packaged, ready to be shipped to whatever marina we're going to be at next week. So I'll call home, Jake, Jenna, Swami. I need you to send XYZ box out. And that way we're not having to need a year's worth of provisions. Of course, same as here, we're still going to have to buy like our dairy. And I want to figure out a way to take 2 chickens with us on a loop. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm going to figure it out because we're hillbillies on the loop.
We're going to change it. It's going to be the clamp. It's gone wild.
Maybe. I need to have enough deck space on a boat that I can have at least 1 tomato plant. I have to. I cannot have fresh tomatoes. Maybe even a zucchini plant. I don't know how that's all going to work out. So the freeze drying
You
content.
heard it here, folks. We're buying a barge.
No. The freeze dry content is already going to start rolling out, which is why we're doing this so that everyone kind of knows and understands some of those changes, because the freeze dryer's coming very soon. And so already, like, I made a big pot of goulash the other night. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it all eaten.
And that ain't for lack of effort. We've been eating
know.
it every day for 3 days.
2.
All right.
Whatever. But
2 days. Oh, it's multiple meals.
yeah. I could be taking those leftovers, freeze drying them into meals. And yeah. So we're going to be doing a countdown with the number of meals. I want to make sure over this next year we have enough, 365 days worth of meals. Eggs also, those all get freeze dried and powdered down. And then the boat shopping. So we'll take you guys along with us as we check out boats, look at different boats, kind of get a feel for size of the boat, storage, that kind of stuff. We're going to be talking about homestead projects that we need to complete and finish before we leave for the loop, which those really haven't changed from beyond our normal, what we're already doing here.
Yeah, I mean the order of some of
Homestead.
it or what's going to get completed now, because I mean the simplest way of putting it when it comes to the homestead projects is clearly finish what we've started, and then it's securing the homestead is going to be kind of the main focus there of, all right, if we're going to be gone, what does that look like? What needs put where? How do we lock things down?
Yeah, because a lot of loopers, they, in order to afford their boat, they sell everything. Their properties, their homes, their contents to finance the loop. We are not doing that.
Right.
It's already paid for. Now, one of the things we did talk about was, what if we absolutely loved being on the water, living on the water, and we didn't want to come back? Then, okay, we look at what does it look like then? And we don't have those answers, so I'm not going to speculate. But there will be some downsizing, too, that we will need to do, which we already have under our belt, I feel. We have minimal clothes. Clearly, you guys see us in pretty much the same things all the time. So I don't think that, clothing... We already live in a tiny house, right? I think the biggest challenge for me will be the kitchen. But if I have the freeze dryer, we've already done all the work. And it is my homemade stuff. So short of adding hot water, yeah. And also, the other thing that this channel is going to be showcasing is how we're going to be utilizing all the things that we get on collaboration. I already know that the IceCo, that's going with us. We love the IceCo. It's a refrigerator and freezer all in one.
It's a battery, battery
Yeah.
operated, runs off. You got to have voltage to it one way or another, but yeah.
We planned on utilizing all of our solar to go on the boat because a lot of expense on the loop is having to dock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dock fees are right up there with what camping lots at campgrounds now. It's crazy how much
Well,
it
and they're
costs.
almost a little more because
They are a little more.
Typically your marinas are charge you by the foot.
Yeah.
As to where a campground, they don't really care other than can your camper fit in their
Can
site.
it, yeah.
You're not charged by the foot, but when you're in the boating world,
You're charged by
It's
the
you go to a marina and it's like, hey, I need a slip, and they're like, okay, cool. How long's your boat? And you're charged by the foot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of those. That would be the incentive of why we were, going to invest in some better solar setup and that kind of stuff.
Because then we can just mooring ball or anchor down in a cove and
we don't have to burn fuel to run a generator all the time.
Right. So there's going to be quite the crossover between the homesteading. So we're taking homesteading on the loop with us, guys. We're not going bougie and like, all expenses and no. And all that takes planning. So that's what this channel is going to be turning into, and as well as our normal homestead content and our coffee chats. So there's going to be 2 different playlists or more, but to start off with, there will be a loop playlist. So anything to do with prepping or things like that will go on the loop, as well as what freeze dries well. Okay, let me make stir fry, and so I may go through that and make the stir fry, and then I got a recipe video. I'm not really sure about that yet. So it's basically gonna be, for the next year or two, a crossover channel. So it's gonna be including normal things like this, anything to do gardening, prepping, anything to do with freeze drying, all that stuff. So we hope that we don't lose our amazing coffee chat community. We love you guys and we are so appreciative. But this is real life, and we want to follow our dreams while we still can. And that takes planning, it takes time, and we want to have fun with it, which is why we're taking our normal way we are and moving it to the boat community. And Hillbilly Loopers just felt right. We've already created a email. So we would love if you guys would send us some, not really comments. You can comment on the video, but send us an email at hillbillyloopers@gmail.com and let us know more in depth what you guys feel about those changes. I really want to hear that, and I want to know, like, are we going to lose people? Or something was biting my arm. Or are we going to gain? Or what do you guys think about the idea? We also took a big step, and we joined America's Great Loop Association.
Yeah.
The
AGCLA.
Yes. We did join, and we ordered our burgee. For those that don't know, the burgee is the flag. So when that comes, you guys here at Coffee Chat are going to be the first to see it. It's just a really cool first step.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So, but anyway, we're going to keep this short because I got to edit
Too late
a
on
video.
the short already.
Well, I mean, some of this stuff I'm going to cut out because, yeah. Those are some of the changes, guys. We just kind of wanted to give you a heads up. We're not going to be changing the logo directly overnight, but it's coming. Oh, someone's home from work.
I would go behind you guys, but I can't fit back there.
I know. But we thank you guys. Oh, here she comes. Everyone say hi to Jennybug.
Hello.
You done working?
I would just like everyone to know that my shirt says there are 4 seasons: Halloween, post-Halloween, halfway to Halloween, pre-Halloween.
That's awesome. How was work?
I was so busy tonight.
Yeah? So you want to tell the good people about your promotion?
Oh, I got a new position. Technically, I'm leaving my department, but like I'm not leaving my department. I'm still in the same room, but it's technically a different department. But it pays more. That's what I want.
And it's moving up in the company, right?
Mhm.
What in the heck of a mini can is that thing?
Alani,
Oh, okay. And you need to sleep and you're drinking 100 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, because I need to do laundry and I want to clean a little bit. Also, can we burn some boxes?
You can burn whenever you want.
I said we. Mom can edit and me and you can burn some boxes.
Oh. Well,
I guess you have your morning planned.
I know what I'm doing today.
Compliments from Jennybug.
And did I get a package yesterday?
Yes, you did.
Maybe.
You can help me change out my license plate light.
I'm busy. Burning boxes.
Father duties. All right, guys. Well, we will catch you on the next one. Stay tuned for all the changes, and we will see you later. Peace
Later.
out from the ridge.